Yeah, Amazon is adding about 1,000 robots a day. And we do believe that robots account, if I remember correctly, if you compare the number of robots Amazon has to the number of employees, about a third. And we believe that by the year 2030, Amazon could have more robots than employees.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
And going to $500,000. You still in the same place?
Yes, we are. In fact, we're a little higher than that in our base case for the year 2030. And in our bull case, much higher. If you look at what has happened in the last year, actually, Sam Bankman-Fried didn't like Bitcoin at all. And he didn't like it because of its decentralization and transparency. And what companies went under, they were the highly centralized, non-transparent, opaque companies. So FTX, Celsius, 3AC, Three Arrows Capital. If you look at what happened to Bitcoin, the network, and Ethereum, the network, they really didn't skip a beat. All transactions were completed. All smart contracts opened and closed. So I think that starting with 0809, which is when Bitcoin really debuted, and even more so after the crypto fallout this past year, the collapse in many companies, this idea of transparency and decentralization is taking hold. And Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two best manifestations of that in the crypto world.
Going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks slightly pulling back. And Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks had a great January. But guys, who do we have back? That's right, Jerome is back in the house. And you know I put out a poll. Do you expect a big pullback in February or March? Me personally, I stated February and they're going to price in March. And we know we have to keep our eye on Janet Yellen due to the debt ceiling. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which we saw being pushed down as Jerome is speaking. We're going to see if those yield rates rise. And then, of course, guys, we have the dollar down. We have volume. We have Tether. We have USDC. And then we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. And we know the Fed and the ECB meet today. And then the Bank of England meets tomorrow. So the major central banks are going to be running off the balance sheet and raising rates. And you know in my second video, I'm going to bring you Jerome. Now, guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. Because, guys, every time we're hearing about layoffs and PayPal was the last, the stocks are going up. Before, when a corporation was laying off, the stock would take a hit. Because, of course, the corporation was laying off for a reason. To cut costs, earnings, and guys, we see the earnings of all these big corporations, and they're all in a downward trend. We look at all the numbers, yield rates, the inverted yield curve, but the stocks are still going up, which they should be going down. So this whole market is manipulated and rigged, all ran by an algorithm. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, if you're sticking with the fundamentals and you're actually looking at the numbers, it clearly proves that. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And as the US dollar is being destroyed, who benefits from that? That's right, the emerging markets. And who benefits from the fourth industrial revolution? That's right, the emerging markets. This whole digital transformation started in the emerging markets. And the weak dollar is going to help fuel the BRICS nations. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But guys, we're just waiting on that one more crisis to get the masses moved over to the robots, algorithms, and drones. And they have plenty of them set up. With the Republicans taking over the House, we have the Hegelian dialectic. And all of a sudden, guys, we have a lot of chaos that's brewing not only in the United States, but also in the Middle East. And we know that is definitely not good news when we see things happen in the Middle East. We've seen this movie before. And we know the masses are easy to be swayed. That's the reason why the NWO uses the Hegelian dialectic, the divide and conquer. People want to pick a side, not knowing that both sides are being controlled by one hand in order to move them over to the agenda. And the masses will be moved over to the fourth industrial revolution without even knowing. By the time they wake up, the robots, algorithms, and drones would have taken over. The fourth industrial revolution has been worked on for over 10 years, and not one main media outlet has talked about it directly. And we know that is for a reason. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting about $20.1 billion. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Ethereum staking withdrawal testnet Zhejiang goes live. And we have the Shanghai upgrade in March. Now we have Damu's decentralized Twitter alternative goes live on Apple's App Store. And Damu's is powered by Nostr. Now we have Ripple said they saw strong growth in ODL in over 40 countries. Ripple sold over 226 million of XRP. Now you guys know when I look at this report, I go to the leases. And then I also go to the volume. And we can clearly see fourth quarter was not a great quarter. Now we have the military bringing real use cases to blockchain. We have SIMBA Chain awarded $30 million by the United States Air Force Strat 5 program. And we know the military and a lot of these shipyards have been working with blockchain. We know the military gets all this technology 10 and 15 years before it's provided to the masses. Who do you think tests out all this technology? And you guys know who've been with me from the beginning. I've done several videos on DARPA and the new technology they was working on. And the main one was about our brain waves being able to read the brain. And now that's all we see coming out in the World Economic Forum. We know Elon Musk. So we know once the NWO hacks the brain, they'll be able to control the masses just like a remote control. Now we have Toyota sponsoring a hackathon on Astar Network, which is a part of the Polkadot ecosystem. And lastly, guys, we have crypto bank Silvergate shares move higher after Blackrock boost stake. And guys, we see Silvergate keep popping up for a reason. We know the banks are the biggest what? I'm going to let you finish that. And Silvergate took a good beating. At its highs, it was about $162, dropped all the way down to $10. But we know BlackRock makes money as it goes down, and it's definitely going to be making money while it goes up. We know that crypto is definitely the future. But again, guys, remember Silvergate got out of Binance. Remember the type of volume and the type of money that Binance brings in. We know the bank is just not going to move out for any reason. Silvergate is FDIC insured. So basically, months before the Fed said it was going to be raising rates, Silvergate got out. So guys, this is all part of a big plan. Sit back, get your popcorn, and let it play out. Remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books, It's Time to Re-Educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.